Anti-Leprosy Day was celebrated on 30th of January and the theme was United for Dignity. Now remember, there are two types of Leprosy Day. One is Leprosy Day in India, which is always on 30th of January because it is the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, who did a lot of work for leprosy. But if I talk about World Leprosy Day, when I say World Leprosy Day, I mean World Anti-Leprosy Day, then it is on the last Sunday of January. But coincidentally, this time the last Sunday of January was also on 30th of January. So that makes your job much easier. Indian Coast Guard Raising Day is 1st of February. And who is the Director General of the Coast Guard? Virender Singh Pathania. And World Cancer Day is on 4th of February. The theme was Close the Care Gap. Now important people who passed away: Lata Mangeshkar, Bharat Ratna, she passed away. Amitabh Dayal, actor and filmmaker. Baba Iqbal Singh, educationist, social leader. And Rashid Behramji, horse racer. He was a coach also for horse racing. They all passed away. Now let's return to the MCQ format. Which is India's first intelligent messenger, which is introduced by Paytm Money for revolutionizing the way users invest and track markets? So this it will be known as POPs. Simple name, POPs. And with this, the investors can receive information related to their stocks, market, capital market, important market movements, etc. It is called POPs. Indian women's hockey team, they won the bronze medal in the Asia Cup by defeating which country? I'm talking about hockey because recently AFC football tournament was also played, which was won by China. They defeated South Korea in the final. China won it for the 9th time. It was hosted by India. The final match took place in the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. But I'm not talking about AFC Football Cup. I'm talking about Asia Cup hockey. And it was won by Japan. Japan was the winner. And India defeated China to win the bronze medal. So Japan was the winner and Japan defeated South Korea by a score of 4-2. Now where did this tournament take place? It took place in Oman. It took place in Oman, which is in Middle East. And who was the captain of the Indian women's hockey team? Savita Punia. Rani Rampal was not the captain. Savita Punia was the captain. And India won the bronze medal, Japan won the gold medal, and South Korea won the silver medal. Which country will assist India to transform 150 villages into villages of excellence? Remember, it is Israel. Israel will help India to convert 150 villages into villages of excellence. And these villages of excellence will be related to the modern agriculture infrastructure. Now, how many years of diplomacy we have completed with Israel? India and Israel, they completed 30 years of diplomatic relations. 30 years of diplomatic relation. There was a logo also that was made to commemorate this. This logo had Ashok Chakra from India, which is in India's flag. You know India's flag, right? This here is the Ashok Chakra. And it also had the Star of David, which is the logo in the, which is a symbol in the flag of Israel. So we completed 30 years of diplomatic relation with Israel, and we recently completed 70 years of diplomatic relation with Japan. For that also there was a logo which had the green pheasant bird, which is the national bird of Japan. It also had peacock, which is the national bird of India. In which state lot of spot-billed pelicans died in the Nopada swamp? So there is this Nopada swamp, which is a wetland, which is a lake, and it is located in Andhra Pradesh. And lot of spot-billed pelicans, they died here. Why did they die? They died because of the nematode infestation. These are insects, nematodes, right? And this Nopada swamp is in Srikakulam. It is in Srikakulam district of Andhra Pradesh. Srikakulam is also the place where recently Gandhi Mandiram and Smriti Vanam was set up. Which state government is building a military school in the name of Sangoli Rayanna? This military school will be set up in partnership with the Ministry of Defence. Sangoli Rayanna was a warrior from Kittur princely state, and you know that the Mumbai Karnataka region will now be called Kittur Karnataka to pay honor to the Queen of Kittur, Rani Chennamma. So this person, Sangoli Rayanna, was a warrior from Kittur and he ruled during the time of Rani Chennamma. The answer is Karnataka. So there will be a military school in the name of Sangoli Rayanna in Karnataka. The recently legislated Competes Act of 2022 was legislated by which country? Competes Act is to basically open the doors for talented experts from all over the world. It means creating opportunities for manufacturing, preeminence in technology, and economic strength act. It has been passed by America. Now recently, Maya Angelou became the first black woman to have her photo engraved on a coin in America, which is dollar coin. And America is the top trading partner of India in 2021, right? And Eric Garcetti has become America's ambassador to India, and India's ambassador to America is Taranjit Singh Sandhu. Dandeli Crocodile Park, it is India's second crocodile park. It has been set up where? The first crocodile park of India was opened in Chennai, and now Dandeli Crocodile Park has been set up in Anshi Dandeli Tiger Reserve, which is in Karnataka. It is in Karnataka. And don't forget, the Orang Tiger Reserve in Assam, the area of Orang Tiger Reserve has been made 3 times just to protect another crocodile which is called Ghadial. A new type of parasitic flowering plant called Septamaranthus has been discovered where? Remember, it has been discovered recently in the Nicobar group of islands. Nicobar group of island. It is a parasitic flowering plant. And in Andaman Nicobar, we have a mountain called Mount Harriet. It has been now named as Mount Manipur. And the famous Radhanagar beach is also there, which is a blue flag beach in Andaman Nicobar. Bomb cyclone hit which country recently? Bomb cyclone hit New York, Boston, all these big cities in America. The answer is United States of America. Rafael Nadal, he defeated Russia's Denis Medvedev to win the Australian Open. This was his which major title? This was his 21st Grand Slam. And women's single was won by Ashley Barty. These are the only 2 that you need to know. And Rafael Nadal is from Spain. Australian Open takes place in the Melbourne city. The stadium is known as Rod Laver Stadium, named after the great Australian tennis player Rod Laver. Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, FICCI, they have partnered with which social media company to support 5 lakh businesses in India which are owned by women? So they will partner with Meta. FICCI already is running an initiative called Empowering the Greater 50%. Empowering the Greater 50%. And Meta is also running an initiative called She Means Business. Meta is nothing but Facebook only. So She Means Business. Both will work together now. Understood? And FICCI, who is the president of FICCI? Sanjeev Mehta. Sanjeev Mehta is the president of FICCI. Sergio Mattarella, he has been re-elected as the president of which country? He has been re-elected as the president of Italy. And who is the prime minister of Italy? The prime minister is the real powerful person, Mario Draghi. Capital of Italy is Rome. Which northeastern state of India has got the freight connectivity for the first time since independence? It is Manipur. Manipur. So the freight train reached Rani Gadinleo railway station. It is located in Tamenglong district of Manipur. So Manipur is now on India's railway map insofar as the freight connectivity is concerned. And Rani Gadinleo railway station was earlier known as Kai Mai railway station, but it was renamed as Rani Gadinleo railway station to honor the legendary freedom fighter Rani Gadinleo, who revolted against the British. Biren Singh is the chief minister of Manipur. And recently the first Jan Shatabdi express train also ran between the Agartala railway station of Tripura and Jiribam railway station of Manipur. Who became the youngest ever Indian to win a World Badminton Federation Super 100 tournament by winning the Odisha Open? Odisha Open was won by Unnati Hooda in the women's single. Unnati Hooda won the women's single title, and men's single was won by an Indian called Kiran George. Kiran George. And headquarter of World Badminton Federation is in Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. Which state's NCC Directorate won the prestigious Prime Minister banner at the Republic Day Camp 2022? So remember, it was won by Maharashtra National Cadet Corps. And recently, NCC has started an organization called NCC Alumni Association. And the first member of NCC Alumni Association is PM Narendra Modi. And Lieutenant General Gurbir Pal Singh, he is the head of the NCC in India, Director General of NCC. What is the name of the newly launched book that is authored by former Pondicherry Lieutenant Governor Kiran Bedi? It is called Fearless Governance. And who is the Lieutenant Governor right now? Tamilisai Sundararajan. And Tamilisai Sundararajan is also the Governor of Telangana. As per the economic survey, India's GDP is projected to grow in real term by how much percent for 2022-23? So they have given a range which is 8 to 8.5%. And very recently, Mr. Anant Nageshwaran, Venkat Raman Anant Nageshwaran, he has become the Chief Economic Advisor of India. India has got 2 new Ramsar sites. One is Khijadia Wildlife Sanctuary, which is in Jamnagar in Gujarat, which is the other one. The other one is the Bakhira Wildlife Sanctuary, which is in UP in Sant Kabir Nagar. So India now has 49 Ramsar sites, and the maximum are located now in UP. And 2nd of February, we celebrate as the World Wetland Day. The government has approved the sale of Neelachal Ispat Nigam Limited to which steel company? So it will be purchased by Tata Steel for 12,100 crore rupees. And Nilachal Ispat Nigam Limited is a plant located in Kalinganagar in Odisha. It is owned by 4 central government public sector enterprises, MMTC, NMDC, Bhel and Mekon, and 2 Odisha government PSUs called OMC and Epicol. Antonio Costa has been re-elected as the Prime Minister of which country? So Portugal is the answer. Don't confuse Antonio Costa with Antonio Guterres. Antonio Guterres is the Secretary General of the United Nations. Who won the Tata Steel Chess Tournament? Tata Steel Chess Tournament was won by Magnus Carlsen, the world chess champion, and he is from Norway. Which Indian won the World Games Athlete of the Year award for his performance in 2021? He is the Indian hockey goalkeeper PR Srijesh from Kerala. Right? And is he the first Indian? No, he is the second Indian to win this award. In 2020, this award was won by Rani Rampal, who that time was the captain of the Indian hockey women's team. PR Srijesh, World Games Athlete of the Year. Which state has topped the list of highest scheduled caste entrepreneurs in the MSME sector? Highest scheduled caste entrepreneurs in the MSME sector are located in Maharashtra. Maharashtra was number 1. Maharashtra has 96,805 businesses which are owned by scheduled caste people. And Tamil Nadu was number 1 with 42,997, right? And Rajasthan was number 3rd with 38,517. To make scheduled caste community people entrepreneur, there was a scheme that was started by the Ministry of Social Justice. And what was the name of that scheme? It was called ASEEM, Ambedkar Mission for Social Innovation Mission, So this was called ASEEM. But please don't confuse it with ASEEM Portal. ASEEM Portal is launched by Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. So this is ASEEM, this is ASIIM. ASEEM is different and ASEEM is different. R.C. Ganju and Ashwani Bhatnagar have written which book, which was launched recently? It is called Operation Khatma. And it is the true story of a mission in Jammu and Kashmir where 22 terrorists were killed. Which team has become India's first sports unicorn enterprise? It is Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super King has become the first ever sports unicorn in the country to have a market value of $1 billion or roughly 7,500 crore. And of course, MS Dhoni is the leader of the Chennai Super Kings. The Geological Survey of India has approved the setting up of India's first geopark in which state? India's first geopark will be set up on the bank of the Narmada River. There is a village called Lamheta which is in Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. The answer is Madhya Pradesh. A geopark is a unified area that protects the geological heritage in a sustainable manner while at the same time promoting the economic well-being of the people who live there. Which ministry has rolled out the home delivery of medicines for veterans and serving military personnel under the Sehat scheme? There is a Sehat OPD portal also for the same. This is the Ministry of Defense headed by Rajnath Singh. Which city is hosting India's first mixing of hydrogen into the natural gas system scheme? So this is a plant where hydrogen will be mixed with natural gas, right? And this has been set up in Indore. Indore is in Madhya Pradesh. Indore is also the cleanest city of India according to the Swachh Sarvekshan 6th edition that was released in 2021. Indore also has Devi Ahilyabai Holkar Airport. Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, it marks the transition between the zodiac signs. So 2022 is celebrated as the year of which animal? This is celebrated as year of the tiger. And previous Chinese New Year was celebrated as the year of the ox. But this is the year of the tiger. Red Sanders, the most smuggled wood in the world, in India at least, is back on which IUCN category from near threatened? So earlier it was near threatened, now it is endangered. Very, very important question. And red Sanders wood, the scientific name is Pterocarpus tantalinus. So this is a wood. You must have seen the movie Pushpa and the smuggler Allu Arjun. I mean, don't try it, but I mean, in Pushpa movie also it is shown. So red Sanders is a wood from basically Andhra Pradesh. It is in the Rayalaseema area of Andhra. Which temple in Karnataka has been finalized as India's nomination for the World Heritage List? So this is the Hoysala group of temples. Hoysala group of temple. So there is one in Bellur, one in Halebedu, right, in Hassan district. There is in Bellur, there is in Somanathpur. So they are located at 3 places. Bellur, Halebedu in Hassan district. Even Bellur is in Hassan district and Somanathpura is in Mysuru. So these temples are very beautiful. They were built in 12th and 13th century. So they will be nomination for the World Heritage List. And let's hope they become the World Heritage Site very soon. Because in Karnataka, the Pattadakal group of temple and Hampi are already the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Budget 2022-23 saw the announcement of the RAM program. So RAM program will benefit which sector? It will benefit the MSME sector. Raising and accelerating MSME performance is the full form of RAM. Government will spend 6,000 crore in the next 5 years to make sure that the condition of MSME is improved in India. Mahatma Gandhi Temple and there is a freedom fighter Smriti Vanam was set up where? It was set up recently in Srikakulam, which is in Andhra Pradesh. It is called Smriti Vanam. It is for freedom fighter, and a lot of freedom fighter statues will be put here. Spituk Gustor festival was celebrated where? This is a famous festival which is celebrated in the Spituk monastery, which is 8 kilometers from Leh. It is celebrated in Ladakh. To spread voter awareness among the voters of Punjab, the chief electoral officer unveiled the mascot. What is the mascot for Punjab election? It is called Shera. It is called Shera. You can see a turbaned sher or lion, which is called Shera. Who has been appointed as the head of Defence Intelligence Agency? He will replace Lieutenant General KJS Dhillon. His name is Lieutenant General GAV Reddy. Lieutenant General GAV Reddy. Who will be the new chairman of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India? So it will be former Sports Secretary of India, Ravi Mittal. Ravi Mittal. The fifth submarine of Project 75, INS Vagir, commenced the sea trial. So INS Vagir belong to which class of submarine? This is the Kalvari class. Kalvari, Khanderi, Karanj, Vela, Vagshir. These are all submarines under the Project 75. There are total 6 submarines. Okay. And what is the meaning of the word Vagir? It is a sand fish, which is a predatory marine species. Very, very dangerous fish. And then we have Khanderi also. Khanderi has been named after an island fort that was built by Chhatrapati Shivaji. And Kalvari is also a very deadly fish. Kalvari, hunter fish, So they are all like named after something or the other. And Karanj is also named after an island which is located south of Mumbai. So they are either named after island or fishes. Okay, moving on now. Moving on. India and Nepal, they signed MOU recently to construct motorable bridge across which river? So this will be on Mahakali River, and it will connect Dharchula in Uttarakhand with Nepal. Which place in Nepal? The Sudur Paschim province of Nepal. Which country successfully tested the Hwasong-12 ballistic missile? Hwasong-12 ballistic missile was fired by North Korea. North Korea. And Atul Gotsurve is our ambassador to North Korea. The capital is Pyongyang. Kim Jong-un is the president. According to Brand Finance report, LIC is at what position globally among the insurance brands? So LIC is at 10th position. Is at 10th position in terms of insurance brands globally, and the Chinese company Ping An Insurance was ranked at number 1 position. LIC has a valuation of approximately $8.65 billion, which is 64,722 crore. Lake Albert is in news for resource development project. It is located at the border between which two countries? It forms a natural border between Uganda and Democratic Republic of Congo. And it was in news because France company called Total, which is a large oil and gas company from France, and Chinese company called Chinese National Offshore Oil Corporation, CNOC, they are doing a energy resource project at Lake Albert. Project Sadbhavna has been launched by which state for improvement in governance? It has been launched by the government of Assam. Assam Chief Minister is Himanta Biswa Sarma. There is a book written recently, India that is Bharat, Coloniality, Civilization and Constitution. It has been written by which person? It has been written by J. Sai Deepak. The Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, they have identified a new species of fish called Scomberoides pelagicus. It is locally known as what? It has been locally called Pola Vatta. Pola Vatta, right? And Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute is an institute that works under the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Games 24/7, they have rolled out a campaign called Raho Ekdam Aage, which means always stay ahead, to announce whom as the brand ambassador of Rummy Circle. It is Hrithik Roshan. Which cricket player received the ICC Spirit of Cricket Award for showing exceptional sporting spirit in a match in T20 World Cup against England last year? So it was given to New Zealand all-rounder Daryl Mitchell. Daryl Mitchell. He showed heart-warming gesture in the T20 World Cup last year. The T20 World Cup was won by Australia. And Men's Cricketer of the Year, Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy, was given to Shaheen Afridi from Pakistan. Men's Test Cricketer of the Year was Joe Root. One Day Cricketer of the Year was Babar Azam from Pakistan. T20 Cricketer of the Year was Mohammad Rizwan. Emerging Cricketer of the Year was Janiman Malan from South Africa. Women's Cricketer of the Year is Smriti Mandhana. One Day Cricketer of the Year Lizel Lee. T20 Cricketer of the Year Tammy Beaumont from England. Emerging Cricketer of the Year Fatima Sana from Pakistan. And Spirit of Cricket Award Daryl Mitchell, and Empire of the Year was South African Empire Marais Erasmus. Sri Lanka has chosen to buy 40,000 metric ton of petrol and diesel from which Indian company? Sri Lanka has chosen to buy 40,000 metric ton each of petrol and diesel from Indian Oil Corporation, India. And Sri Lanka will also do $400 million of currency swap with India. Which Indian athlete has been nominated for L'Oreal's World Breakthrough of the Year award? So this award will be given to Neeraj Chopra, 87.58 meter javelin gold medalist from India in the Olympics. According to the economic survey, which city has replaced Bengaluru as the startup capital? It is Delhi. Delhi, right? So in Delhi, there are more startups. From April 2019 to December 2021, in these 2.5 years, there were more than 5,000 startups that were added in Delhi, and Bengaluru added 4,500. So Delhi outscored Bengaluru. Federated Digital Identities, it is the initiative of which ministry under which a citizen's multiple digital IDs can be interlinked, stored and accessed via one unique ID. So all your PAN, Aadhaar and everything, there will be only one digital ID now. Federated Digital Identity. This is an initiative of Ministry of Electronics and IT. Global Center of Excellence in Affordable and Clean Energy has been launched by which IIT? This is IIT Dharwad, which is of course in Karnataka. Dharwad is the constituency of Prahlad Joshi, the Minister for Coal and Parliamentary Affairs. Dharwad is also the headquarter for Karnataka Vikas Gramin Bank. Which state won the Best Tableau Award among the state and union territory tableaus? Uttar Pradesh tableau was number 1. Uttar Pradesh tableau depicted one district, one product scheme and Kashi Vishwanath Dham. These were the things that was depicted by the UP, right? And among the ministries, the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Civil Aviation, they were declared joint winners. They were declared the joint winners. And CISF was named the best marching contingent among all the paramilitary forces, right? And Indian Navy was chosen as the best marching contingent among the services. When I say services, I mean Army, Navy, Air Force and the Coast Guard. Indian Navy was the best. Also don't forget Aanchal Sharma, she led the Indian naval contingent. Aanchal Sharma. And Shivangi is the first person to fly the Rafale. Who has been appointed as the new chairman of UGC, University Grants Commission? It is M. Jagdish Kumar, the former Vice Chancellor of JNU. Which among the following has been declared India's first OECM site, other effective area based conservation measures site? It is the Aravali Biodiversity Park in Delhi and NCR. So OECM tag is given by International Union for Conservation of Nature to those areas that are not protected but they support rich biodiversity. Which company announced that it has acquired Destiny developer Bungie for $3.6 billion? Destiny is one of the most famous games in the world and this game is owned by Bungie. So for $3.6 billion it was acquired by Japanese company Sony. And Microsoft recently acquired Activision Blizzard, which makes Call of Duty game. Which Indian institution has installed and commissioned Param Praveg, one of the most powerful supercomputer in the world? So remember, Param Praveg has been installed at Indian Institute of Science, which is based in Bengaluru. Its capacity is 3.3 petaflops. 3.3 petaflops. India's fastest supercomputer is called Param Siddhi AI. The capacity of Param Siddhi AI is 5.267 petaflops. And the world's fastest supercomputer is Fugaku of Japan. The capacity is 442 petaflops. Punora Dham has been added to the Ramayana circuit in the Swadesh Darshan scheme. Punora Dham is where? Punora Dham is in Sitamarhi of Bihar. The answer is Bihar. Sitamarhi is the place where Goddess Sita was born. Chandrayaan 3 mission we will launch when? Chandrayaan 3 we will launch in August 2022. Chandrayaan, right? And Chandrayaan 2 had failed because we were not able to land the rover, which was called Pragyan, because we lost connect with the lander, which was Vikram. So we will try it again now, right? And even NASA wants to go to the south pole of moon. So their mission will be called Viper. And Israel is also trying. Their mission is called Bear Sheet 2. Arif Khan was the only Indian athlete at the Winter Olympic. He competed in which sport? His sport was skiing. Alpine skiing. He participated in 2 events. One was called slalom. The other one was called giant slalom. He is from Baramulla in Jammu Kashmir. Which country has earned the top spot as India's trading partner? So India's largest trading partner was USA, United States of America. And we did business with America worth $112.3 billion in 2021. China was second. The business was $110.4 billion. Third was UAE. Who has been appointed as the Director of Defense Research and Development Laboratory, which is one of the laboratory of DRDO. So G.H. Srinivas Murthy has become the Director of DRDL. Reserve Bank of India has cancelled the license of which cooperative bank from Maharashtra recently? It is Independence Cooperative Bank, which is based in Nashik. Independence Cooperative Bank Private Limited. Maharashtra Environment Minister Aditya Thackeray cleared the proposal of getting special status for which wildlife sanctuary? This is the Thane Creek Wildlife Sanctuary, famous for the birds, right? Thane Creek Wildlife Sanctuary, famous for the pelicans also, and different types of flamingo birds also. So Thane Creek Sanctuary will be given a special status. And they will try to bring Ramsar tag also to this. How many Ramsar sites are there in Maharashtra? There are only 2. One is the Nandur Madhameshwar Wildlife Sanctuary and second is the Lonar Lake. Which airline company named its co-founder Rahul Bhatia as managing director? First managing director. So it is Indigo. Indigo is owned by Interglobe Aviation and Ronojoy Datta is the CEO and Rahul Bhatia is the managing director. The Comrades and the Mullahs, China, Afghanistan and the New Asian Geopolitics. This book has been written by Stanley Johnny and whom? So it is a joint effort of Stanley Johnny and Ananta Krishnan. PM Modi, he attended the 50th anniversary of ICRISAT Institute in which city? ICRISAT is located where? It is located in Hyderabad. ICRISAT also won the Africa Food Prize recently. Which international cricket team played 1000 one day? 1000 one day was against West Indies at the Narendra Modi Stadium. It is India. India has played now 1000 one day matches. India won the Under 19 Cricket World Cup for which time? India won it for the 5th time. India won it for the 5th time. Indian team was led by Captain Yash Dhul and Rishikesh Kanetkar was the coach of the Indian team. And the final match took place in the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, which is in West Indies in Antigua, right? And in the Under 19 Cricket World Cup, who was the player of the tournament? Who was the player of the tournament? It was South African player Dewald Brevis. His name also something that you must not forget. He was the man of the series or player of the tournament. Dewald Brevis. 9.9 crore, almost 10 crore year old, perfectly preserved flowers were recently discovered where? So these were discovered recently in Myanmar. Myanmar's capital is Naypyidaw, and don't forget that Burmese Kyat is the currency. Myanmar military is called Tatmadaw, which rules Myanmar. Which railway zone recently flagged off the 1000 trip of Kisan Rail? The first trip was from Devlali to Danapur 2 years back, and 1000 trip was from Savda, which is in Jalgaon in Maharashtra, famous for bananas, to Adarsh Nagar railway station in Delhi by Central Railway Zone.